Richard Dawson, and Joyce Beautiful as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson, and dear friend. That's awfully kind of you. You have warmed the cockles of my heart. Have you ever had that experience?
Did you?
Are you feeling
darling,
low?
you have another new suit.
Oh, yeah, I have a whole bunch of new suits. Doesn't this look snappy?
And did you wear suits like that on radio?
Yes, I've always been a neat dresser.
I knew
Elegant is the word.
I suspected that.
Are you feeling miserable, depressed, downtrodden, and all that? We're going to change your lives.
No, I just feel lousy.
We're going to put joy in your heart, Richard. We're going to make you smile.
All right, put joy in my heart and her in my room.
Really thrilled to be up here. She says she can't believe this is happening to her.
Thrilled beyond words. I don't even remember what my name is. Would you please tell me what my name is?
Aleda Lee.
Oh, yeah, but it's Alida.
Elida.
Always remember the old saying, take me to your Alida.
All right, Alida, here we go. We polled a recent studio...
You got him for free.
Yeah, that's right. We polled a recent studio audience, got their best response to this. The King blank. Now, the answer that studio audience gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. Now, if you match the next one, you get $250, and the third, $100. Whom do you call on here?
Richard.
Richard, she says, you rascal.
All right, but I don't kiss on the first date. The King and I.
The King and I. Okay, there's one.
My sort of people.
Yeah.
Winos.
Lee.
Lee Merriweather.
All right. The Kingpin.
The Kingpin.
Way back when.
Okay.
Now
Enjoy.
we know exactly
Enjoy.
what year she was with America,
Why this came to
Kingpin.
my mind? The king is coming.
Really?
Now, why did you applaud for her and you went, oh, for
King is coming.
The king is coming.
Not here.
A religious expression.
Is that the biblical? Oh, that's a biblical saying. Okay.
Of course, all right.
Okay, you have the king is coming, the king and I, and the kingpin. Now, you may choose one of those or give us one of your own.
I'm going to go with Richard, the King and I.
The king and I. All right, that's what she's going for. She hopes it's up there under the $500 response, hopefully. But we're going to begin down at the bottom and reveal first the $100 response. Bing, the king of spades.
I resent that.
I resent
Sweetheart, you
What
are
would
the...
you like?
Darling, you are the Prince of
You're
Spades.
the Prince of Spades, not the king.
I'm sorry.
Remember, you keep
That's
calling
calling
yourself
a
the
spade a
prince.
spade.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Go
yes.
right ahead. That's
Yes.
I
You
believe
all
in
right, Your
calling a
Majesty?
spade
well.
the Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you have the king of spades, and now we're looking for the king and I. Let's see if it's under the $250 response. The kingpin. All right. That may be a good omen for you. Last chance for the king and I. Here's the $500 response. The king and I. All right. So now you have a total of $600, and try and not be so depressed, because there's more to come. Now, you're going to play for $5,000, Alita, but in order to collect, you've got to match one of them head-to-head. This will have to be an exact match. It's time to choose one now.
Richard.
Okay, Richard. You get ready to write. Alita will face me. Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. This is the $5,000 number. It's I blank. That's E-Y-E blank. I blank. All right, now he's finished his. Now, we ask you for your response, which you think will match his. How do you fill that blank in?
Doctor.
They're groaning. That may be a bad sign for you, but we'll find out right now together, all together. Let's ask Richard for his response.
I wish I'd said that because I would have gotten to kiss you again. See, we're surrounded by them.
Yes.
Eyelash.
Eyelash. Yeah. Are you wearing them?
Eyelash, eyeball.
See, she's a natural beauty.
She's a
and
natural.
She doesn't wear
false eyelashes.
Or anything,
else.
Don't be sad.
Double boom chow.
I've been around. Listen, Alita, you've got $600. Don't be so sad.
I'm not sad.
Oh, you're not sad. All right. You're still the champ. Remember that.
Yeah.
And you're going to meet another player now.
Yeah.
You want to do that? All right. New game. Here we go for Motorcycle Mama.
Yeah.
When Smokey the Bear woke up after 6 months of hibernation, his wife said, "Not tonight, Smokey. I've got a headache."
That's what Jack always said.
So, Smokey gave her a blank. Did you hear all that, Maggie?
I'd like
you
to
know
hear
who
it
Smokey
again.
the Bear is, don't you? Yeah. When Smokey the Bear woke up after 6 months of hibernation, his wife said, "Not tonight, Smokey. I've got a headache." You know what that means, don't you? All right. So Smokey gave her a blank. Now, we'll wait until they're finished, and then we'll call on you, Maggie, for your response. Come on now. Trust your first instinct. Just put it down there. Right. Just lay it in there. That's all. Gary? Finish it? Okay. Maggie. When Smokey the Bear woke up after 6 months of hibernation, his wife said, "Not tonight, Smokey. I've got a headache." So Smokey gave her a blank.
Black eye.
Okay, I guess she didn't like that, did she?
What
Gave her a black eye, sorry.
To the Prince of Spades, Dr.
That's it for you, Maggie. You know,
That's it. She's had it,
two
right?
spades in a row in this show we had here. But yeah, I feel personally insulted with it. Anyway, no, we're talking about things, Mama. Pay attention.
So Smokey-
Aspirins.
So Smokey gave her an aspirin.
And the crowd knows.
They know.
The crowd knows. Of course.
You know,
It's easy when you hold up the sign.
you would have been a big hit during the French Revolution. You really are.
Why did you say that?
He's a rabble rouser.
Oh, I
You see
see.
what he did to that audience there?
The crowd loves me. That's how come they do that.
Quiet.
I know the crowd. It's the crowd.
Listen, about 10 more seconds, you're going and you're going. Now, that's enough of that there. All right, my dear.
That's the dumbest crowd that ever came down the pipe.
We're a good crowd. A good dumb crowd.
Would you
Well,
get on
it's
with it?
just not an aspirin, you're blank.
Yes.
He gave her a shot on
He
the
gave
side
her
of the
a-
head, which matches with a black eye.
How about that? Is that a match? That is a match. Okay. There's one. So she said, "Not tonight, Smokey. I've got a headache." So Smokey gave her a blank, and she says black eye. Little belt in the eye there.
I had trouble with this one.
I know you did. You were the last one. Show us your dumb answer. Hold it up like it's a good answer, and people may not know the difference. Be proud of it.
How about this?
Let's see it.
Yawn, Denimar!
Yeah.
See, that's not bad.
The crowd is turning, Gary. We're trying to hold the crowd here.
I've got a headache. So Smokey gave her a blank.
What I'd give him is a punch.
A punch and a
How's
black
that?
eye. How
Is
about
that
that for a match? There's two. Okay. All right. What have you got for this little lady?
Maggie, the husband is supposed to be understanding when the wife says that she has a headache.
Yes.
So Smokey, being the charming gentleman that he was,
Yes.
excuse me, gave her a bear hug.
Gave her a bear hug. Oh, that's a sweet thought. You've got it.
And then he punched her right now.
Now, Joyce Bulliphant, what do you say?
Richard, would you marry me?
Well,
I said a bear.
You said a bear hug too.
I didn't want to get involved.
Okay, so that's 2 for you. Your question will be along in a moment or so, but right now we've got... Okay. Yes. Now we're going to finish this first round. You ready?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
ready.
she scored 2 in her first round. Let's see how you do. Pinocchio said... He said, tonight I've got a date with my best girl, so this afternoon I'm going to blank my nose. Pinocchio, you know, he was the fellow with the
I'm getting so quick at this
long
game,
nose.
I
He had
can't
a long
believe
nose.
it.
Made out of wood. Alita, think about it. Think about it.
Well, as I finished, I would like to thank the originator and the leader of the one and only original charter Oak High School Yearbook Staff Kazoo Band and give her this message. We'll be opening at Ciro's in about a week.
Okay, everybody's ready, so we'll call on Alita. Pinocchio said, tonight I've got a date with my best girl, so this afternoon I'm going to blank my nose.
Saw off.
Saw off?
Real long.
Yeah.
Shorten it.
Shorten
Hang in
it.
there, Alita.
She said shorten. Is that okay? Okay, shorten. Okay.
Jump through that, sweetheart.
Okay, Jimmy, she said shorten his nose.
Do you realize there's a man in Bel Air making these things, driving back and forth to work every day? A grown man. A grown man probably went to
Put that down
college
now.
and said, I'm going to make kazoos for a living. And
Go.
everybody else studied English literature while he makes kazoos and makes $1 million. Anyway,
She said shorten my nose. Pinocchio said, I'm going to shorten my nose.
who is this woman?
She's the champ.
Of what? Anyway, shine his nose.
Shine my nose.
The crowd knows. Follow me. I'm the new wave.
All right, Brett.
He's the old prince.
Not the new wave, the old
Alita,
prince.
all is not lost, my darling. You hang in with the old timers and pay no attention to people in funny hats. Whittle.
Whittle and shorten. Okay, there's one. Yes, sir, Gary.
Did I ever tell you how I started in show business?
No, tell me how you started in
This
show
is
business.
my impersonation of a midget blowing his nose. No, everybody knows that Pinocchio was in showbiz, and that's where he went wrong. Powdering his nose.
He powdered his nose.
No, that's Charles Nelson Riley who powders his nose.
That's true.
To you folks.
Now, Lee Merriweather, what did Pinocchio do to his nose?
I had him putting on his best and shining his nose.
Shining his nose. All right. She says shorten the nose. What do you say?
I said, let's go to my place for a drink.
Okay.
No, he wanted to be, he was going to neck with her and everything.
He wanted to
Well,
be.
that's where the expression comes from. Keep your nose out of my business. Sandpaper. No.
Sandpaper. Sandpaper. Oh, I got a match on that. Yeah, that's right. Sandpapering would shorten it. Immeasurably, but shorten it. Okay.
I just thought of a better answer. I didn't put it down though. I said he was going should blow his nose before he goes out.
Now, that's not a better answer than whatever you've got down there.
Shine!
Shine his nose. So at the end of round one, it's 2-2 here. Round two coming up in a minute or so, but right now this is coming up for you.
Look what Denny's left for my dad, Santa. Christmas cookie pancakes, milk and cookie shake. I think Santa needs a helper.
Come try Arthur Christmas's favorites, only at Denny's, and see Arthur Christmas.
Hello there. Welcome to the hour of charm. Now, we're going to go to round two here and ask Maggie, our challenger, to make a selection.
B, please.
B. Ready? Brett does not play, and Lee does not play. Everyone else does. Jack.
Jack who?
I don't know.
You don't play.
No, you don't play. Jack saw a jungle movie where the natives throw sacrifices into the great volcano. That night, Jack went sleepwalking and tossed his blank into the fireplace.
Say it again.
See,
Sam?
he saw this jungle movie where the natives throw sacrifices into the great volcano. And that night, Jack went sleepwalking, tossed his blank into the fireplace.
Thank you. That was a very nice
No,
reading.
honey,
Thanks.
that's the thing. Poor little Jimmy. Oh, okay.
All right, ready over there? Ready over there. Okay, now Joyce is finished. We'll call on Maggie. Jack saw this jungle movie.
All right.
Where the natives throw sacrifices into the great volcano. And that night, Jack went sleepwalking, tossed his blank into the fireplace.
Pajamas?
All together.
We're all together the first time.
Good, don't they?
Right.
Yeah. Pajamas is not the most inspired answer we've ever had on this program, Maggie. Now we'll find out what some of the good answers are as we call on our ding-a-lings with ding-a-ling number 1, Jimmy Walker. What do you say?
Do you know where your husband is now?
Yeah, he's right there.
That's what you think. Blanket.
Tossed his blanket into the fire.
Get this group out of here. Bring back the old group.
Wait a minute, honey. I'll get them for you.
No, they're not very obedient anymore. Brett, what have you got there? She says pajamas.
I have a kazoo, a pair of glasses, and a drink.
It's my turn.
Oh, it's his turn.
It's my
Okay.
turn.
Go, Gary,
All
you're
last
on.
week. What was the question?
Question was, last night he saw this movie natives throwing sacrifices into the great volcano, and that night he went sleepwalking, tossed his blank into the fireplace.
That's right. He did, and it was his wife.
His wife.
So you don't have to hold up any signs or anything. Just come up with your own
The
answer.
audience is seldom wrong. Now, Richard, do you agree with that? The audience is seldom wrong?
I certainly do.
Good.
Another thing I agree with is 30 days has September.
April, June, and November.
All the rest have 31.
Except one.
My uncle, who got 6 months for larceny.
Right.
And we'll open in zeros.
Wife. Now, Joyce, we're shameless, aren't we?
I'm glad we had an ending.
He threw in his pajamas, his blanket, and then his wife.
Then his wife. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now let's see, Alita. You need 1 to win another game, and it'll be your second. The traffic cop who plays. Everyone except Brett and.
I told you
Richard.
I've gotten smarter at this game.
Yes, you have. The traffic cop pulled Gloria over and said, "Show me your driver's license." But Gloria didn't have one. So she showed him her blank. The Statue of Liberty, is that what you're doing? The cop says to Gloria, "Show me your driver's license." She didn't have one, so she showed him her blank.
Sometimes it doesn't work. It's according to what your blank looks like.
The cop
Didn't
said,
work in your
"Show me
case."
your driver's license," but Gloria didn't have her driver's license with her. So she showed him her blank. Don't say it. Think about it. Are you ready, Jimmy?
No. I'm moving along slowly.
Okay. Did you not think of anything yet? Oh, yes, you're all ready. It's
Jimmy
Joyce
gave
here.
you the worst
I
answer
didn't agree with
on
it. I
this
didn't.
show.
All right, Alita.
Ever.
The traffic cop pulled Gloria over and said, "Show me your driver's license." But Gloria didn't have one, so she showed him her blank.
Her legs.
Her legs. That's as far as you want to go, is it? Okay. Legs, she said. All right, Jimmy.
Well, she had to show him something, so she showed her ID.
Her ID. No match there. Gary? Gary.
Oh, pardon me.
That's all right, dear. Do you remember back in New York when the officers started to dress up as women and walk around?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It was really Brett in the car, so she showed him her badge.
Her badge. Okay. Okay, you're on, my dear Lee.
Is it all right if she just had one leg?
Oh, dear.
Leg. That wins the game.
Congratulations.
Maggie, I'm sorry to see you go.
Fun. Thank you.
Maggie, we'll have a gift for you together with our thanks for being with us on Match Game 75. Goodbye, my dear. Now,
Brett Somers, Gary Burghoff, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bueller-Fox as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rivers.
now just to touch all bases there. Good times. MASH.
M-A-S-H, MASH? Newberries.
Newberries. Yeah,
Denny's
I forgot Newberries. Barnaby Jones.
Thank you.
Saks Fifth Avenue.
Saks Fifth Avenue.
No, there's a gay bar on La Cienega.
J.C. Penney.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore, yes. And I'm sorry, I really...
That's all right.
You're terrific.
Mwah.
And not a bad kisser either.
What do you do on Mary Tyler Moore?
Some of you might not have been around the day we introduced this lady, and she told us about herself, and I just assumed that everybody knew. So I guess I better explain now what I was talking about just before the commercial there. This girl is majoring in belly dancing in college, right?
No.
No, see? What did you tell me?
I told you that I liked belly dance.
Oh.
I love belly dancing. And that I won a talent show at where I work with a belly dance.
You do that, huh?
Well,
Okay.
I attempted. I haven't taken any
Could you
lessons
do a
yet.
couple of
Just
turns,
give us one
honey?
idea of what it's like. Yeah, go ahead. Play the music, Mark.
Without answering any question, she's won the money.
Give her the $5,000. Okay, no, we've got to go on with it now. You're going to have to go at over $5,000. Ali, you ready?
Yeah.
I'll say you are. Here we go. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank maker or blank maker. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match that, and then if you match the next one, you get $250. And if you match the third one, you get $100. Whom do you call on here?
Richard again.
Good old Richard.
What I hope Gene will be for you and I, a matchmaker.
A matchmaker. If the price is right, what's that?
Lee again.
Lee?
She remembers Kingpin. Little old winemaker, I wrote.
Little old
I don't know.
winemaker. That's the answer you want to go with. Little old winemaker. All right, you got two now.
Joyce again.
Joyce again.
Yeah.
Dressmaker.
Dressmaker. So you got dressmaker, little old winemaker, and matchmaker. Do you want one of those, or have you got one in your head you think is better?
It's got to be Richard again with matchmaker, because that's what I thought of on my own.
You thought of that first before he said it. All right, that may be your lucky omen. Let's find out if it's up there, and if it's there, where is it? That is the question. Is it under the $100 response? No, it is not. Homemaker is under there.
It's interesting that nobody of the ladies thought of that answer.
All right. We are looking for matchmaker. Here we go with a $250 response. Rainmaker.
I had that.
I'd like to thank the celebrities for their help on this little girl here. Last chance for matchmaker. Here we go with a $500 response. There it is! Now, Alita, you have $1,200. You're doing very well. Let's see if we can keep it going now. You're going to play for $5,000. You have to choose one celebrity.
Richard.
Okay. Richard, you face me if you would, please. And here we go with the $5,000 question. Face the blank. Face the blank. All right, he's finished with his, and now, Alita, we call on you for your response to match him. Face the...
The only thing I can think of is the TV show, Face the Nation.
Yeah, that occurred to me, too, right off the bat, but I guess there may be some... The audience thinks that's pretty good. All right, there may be some other good choices here. Let's find out right now for $5,000. Richard, may we see your card?
I don't think we're ever going to get together. Face the music.
Face the music. You know, that's good. What's your handicap?
My handicap? Well, right now, I think it's Johnny Miller, but...
Oh, yeah.
He's
Are you I take it you're a scratch golfer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on the tour for 3 years, and I had to drop off. I had an operation on my hand out in Los Angeles.
And are you playing again?
I'm going to start playing again this summer.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck in that venture, and this one here, too, John. Let's begin, shall we? Ask you to make a selection.
A, please.
All right, here we go for John Levinson. When Brett Summers was born...
Lincoln was a child.
There are any number of directions you can go, but this is the way we're going to play it. When Brett Summers was born, the doctor took one look at her, then he decided to blank her. When Brett Summers was born, the doctor took one look at her, then he decided to blank her. You have to play,
I don't
too.
mean to appear brutally ignorant about America's most important endeavor, but what in hell is scratch golf?
Scratch golf means when you shoot par golf.
What in hell is par golf?
Par golf is
What is golf?
What is golf?
She thought that he gave lessons in scratching. That's her.
Oh, I see.
That's not true. I'm really interested in this. I feel I should
par
plug
golf,
my...
you know, you go to a golf course, they say, well, the length of this course is 5,134 yards, and a really good golfer should be able to do it in par, or 72 strokes. See? That's par.
I think they should
Like
be
you! You're a par golfer.
Yeah, that's right. Ready, here we go. You're finished, right? All right, John Levinson. When Brett Summer was born, the doctor took one look at her, then he decided to blank her.
Excuse me, Brett. Put her back.
Put her back? It's really not a hostile thought, my dear. All right, Jimmy, go on.
Decided why not? To spank her.
To spank her. All right. And he decided to blank her. What did you say, Brett?
Well, having had 3 children,
right,
replacing the child in the original position is the neatest trick of the century.
Yeah, no doubt.
He was so crazy about me, he decided to kiss me.
Naturally, because you were an adorable child. Gary?
See, that was a very good answer, but I didn't think it fit with the question. Blank her, put her back her. I didn't know, so I said slap her. Sorry.
Slap her. Well, she can take that liberty.
I thought of that first.
You know, people can take that liberty with the questions if they want.
Oh.
What liberties did you take, my dear?
Ask it over.
I took the only liberty I saw fit to spank her.
To spank her. All right. Richard? What about that,
I did not want to specify the actual place, but I did say the doctor took one look and then decided to hide her.
To hide her.
I'd like to appeal to the judges.
To hide her, yes. What would be the best hiding
rather
place
I'd
of all?
written it out clearly?
All right. Joyce, what did you say?
Never mind that. She was at the door.
She was sweet, and just like all babies, he had to spank her.
All right. So that didn't score for you, John, but it was a splendid idea, and we thank you for that. And your question will be along in a minute. I wanted to dispel that. There's nothing wrong between us, is there?
Absolutely not. I'm over there, and you're over here.
And Johnny is the best in the business, and we're delighted to have him with us. Okay. Oh, you. Ready? I tell you, I did a show without Johnny once, and it was a rotten experience.
Who was
He's
that?
terrific. That was Johnny Olson. You remember Johnny? Here we go. Everybody plays. Sally said, "My husband, the artist, was even better than Vincent van Gogh, or Van Gogh, as they say over there. Van Gogh cut off his ear, but my husband cut off his blank."
Better.
Van Gogh cut off his ear, but my husband cut off his blank.
Oh, man.
All right.
Such a hard question.
My husband cut off his ear. Van Gogh cut off his ear, but my husband cut off his blank.
There's such a thing as pushing too hard.
Just write something on the card there, and let's get on with it now.
Such a thing as being cut off the ear.
A lovely girl.
Okay, everybody ready down here? We're waiting for the slowpoke up there, and now, Alita. Sally said, "My husband, the artist, was even better than Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh cut off his ear, but my husband cut off his blank."
His hands.
His hands. What, he held a paintbrush in his teeth? Is that it? Yeah. Okay.
There's the guy that paints with his
All right.
feet.
She said he cut off his hands. What do you say, Jimmy?
You expect to win with that, huh?
A simple answer is all we require
Oh,
of
I'm
you,
sorry,
my dear
of
friend.
course. Nose.
Nose is a good answer.
The crowd knows.
Yes. Okay, Brett.
She's gotten awfully cocky, hasn't
Yes, she has. Well, she's rich now.
Well, I said arm.
Arm.
Because it's attached. The arm nose is attached to the... Well,
Yeah, no, you can't
The shin
do that.
bone.
Yes, and the knee bone can... Yes, sir?
In all fairness, I would like to see the hand remain once the arm is gone.
He has a point.
Well, look, you chopped that off the hand.
There's a point.
Right. Not only very fair, but it proves once and for all that it is not only a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Is it, Bessie? That's Bessie Scutch over there, our producer. There's no light over there. You can't get a shot of him in the dark. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, there he is! There he is! Yes, sirree. That's Ira Scutch, our producer.
Give him a big hand.
Right.
Now, I ask you, is that the face of a man that bends under pressure?
Go, Gary, you're on.
And now, I think this is a match because I've never seen anybody who's cut off their nose without their hands going. Never mind.
So far, Alita, you got one. Let's see what we get down here. The artist was even, Sally said, my husband, the artist, was even better than Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh cut off his ear, but my husband cut off his hands, according to her. What do you say?
I went right along with Gary, with the nose.
The nose. That seems to be the answer. El Nozo.
Right. El Nozo.
El Nozo, there it is. Oh, we got lots of El Nozos there. So at the end of round one, 1-0 in favor of the nose. And now, here's a little message for you. Carry on if you're ready to carry on. Here we go with round two. John?
B, please.
All right. Everyone plays. Flora has gained so much weight.
How much weight
I'll tell you how much weight she's gained. She now uses a giant shoehorn to wedge herself into her blank. That's how much weight she's gained. Now uses a giant shoehorn to wedge herself into her blank. Finished. They're the best.
Well, thank you. You're very attractive yourself.
That's it. You got it? You got it?
I got it.
Good for you.
I can't even
Whoops,
give
she
it
just
away,
lost
but
it.
I got it.
All right. John, Flora has gained so much weight that now she uses a giant shoehorn to wedge herself into her blank.
The questions you ask. I'll try girdle.
You'll try girdle? Well, John, I say if you try a girl, you'd be very attractive in a girdle. I didn't know. No, I'm only kidding. Jimmy, he says girdle. That's how
Girdle
much-
is not the answer. You get yourself a bigger girdle. But there's only one size bathtub.
Bathtub. A giant shoehorn to wedge yourself into her bathtub. That's his answer. What's yours, madam?
Isn't it so easy for people who are 6 feet tall and weigh 90 pounds to say, get yourself a bigger girdle?
Yes, it is.
I hope you blow up like a poisoned fish.
Where is this show going?
You really have a way with words. Damon Runyon would have been proud of you. Now,
John, I don't know why I did this for you after your ugly, hostile attack. But I did say girdle.
Okay, John, that's one for you. Gary?
You see, I said girdle too, but she was so big that her bra went down around her waist.
A giant shoehorn to wedge yourself into her bra, eh? Now, John says, I'm just trying to make a mental picture there, but no.
You shouldn't have too much trouble, honey.
Yes. He says girdle. What do you say?
It took a giant shoehorn and a lot of oil, but it was a girdle.
That's two for you, John. Did you give John a girdle?
Well, just this one.
What are you doing with that girdle in your glove compartment?
Ever since my wife found it, no, a big shoehorn to get into her car.
Big shoehorn to get into a car.
It was
I
a
see.
little beetle.
Okay.
Or
Now,
down.
Joyce, what are you offering?
We have the same fat friend. I said into her Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Into a Volkswagen. Okay. So you picked up two there, and at this moment, it's 2-1 in favor of you, John. Now, Alita, you need 1 to tie and 2 to win. Dumb Dora is so dumb.
How dumb is she?
How fat is she?
No, she's dumb. That's the last. Dumb Dora is so dumb she thinks a taxidermist is a man who works for blank. That's how dumb she is. She thinks a taxidermist is a man who works for blank. Everyone except Brett. You're not writing this time,
But
Brett.
I have the perfect answer.
I know it. You may.
Can I give it when it comes around to my
Sure.
turn?
Right.
I said girdle last time, didn't I?
No, that was girdle was for him. This is for her.
Been
you
here
see.
5 days, now you
Just do
blank
what I
out.
tell you to. Now, dumb Dora's so dumb she thinks a taxidermist is a man who works for blank.
Okay.
All right. Everybody ready?
Everybody makes fun of me.
Alita. Dumb Dora is so dumb.
How dumb is she?
She thinks a taxidermist is a man who works for.
Alita.
Hurry up before the buzzer sounds.
The IRS.
The IRS. Oh, that's not bad. Taxidermist, taxes. She says the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. That's one of the possibilities. A rotten one, but it's one. Jimmy?
So you're trying to throw the game, huh? Taxi company.
A taxi company.
Of course. Keep the gray matter flowing.
Now, I know I'm not supposed to play, and it's no offense, Jimmy, but I said yellow cab.
See? Right.
After I wrote it, she said,
You
thank you
said
very
yellow
much.
cab,
Two
too.
points.
All right, she says IRS.
Along
and
the
you
same
say
line, cab
company.
company.
And you say yellow cab, and you say yellow cab. And there we are. John Levinson wins the game. Come on down, John. John said he was very lucky. All right, we're going to say goodbye to Alita Lee here. She's got $1,200. We thank her for being with us and wish her the best of luck. Now, this message for you.
The kids have taken over GSN.
That's true.
It's the
And I thank you very much from the by, and all of you will come back one time or another. I'm not saying when, but one of these days. Listen, next time we get together, these are the bodies you will see on this here stage.
Leslie Nielsen, Brett Summers, Gary Burghoff, Hattie Deutsch, Richard Dawson, and Marcia Wallace.
Gene Rayburn, Matt.